Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Moving here into the middle of the week, we've been watching some waves of energy returning, bringing in some of these areas of rain showers, as well as sometimes of some strong winds. Even our Thursday morning temperatures here looking to fall anywhere from those upper 40s to the lower 50s, with still some of that wind and those rain showers. Now, as that here lasts into our Thursday, there is looking to be some potentially drier conditions that will edge in for the end of the week. A little bit of some high pressure system control wants to build overhead of the South Central. Now, there's still some active potential that's in play, so there will need to be some monitoring of settling into that drier trend. But what we'll see is that although we may dry out at times, there is still some unsettled conditions here that will keep us on our toes through the end of June, which comes next week on Monday. So here as we head into our Thursday, the Dewey's Marine forecast showing some chances for some showers through the inlet. Not as much of coverage for the inlet shower chances, but noting a little windy there with a northeasterly flow upwards of 20 knots. And then over through the Prince William Sound, many of our Gulf coastal communities will stay with more of those steadier rain showers, with also still noting some of those stronger winds. We see in the Anchorage area as we start out the day around the lower 50s, not as much of that strong warming as we are limited with that cloud cover, but we do get back to potentially pulling into some of those gap winds. So staying wary after experiencing some of those winds developing even here this Wednesday. There's still be maybe some of those communities that can pull into some of those stronger gap winds, especially in some portions of those valley spots, even through the bowl, that it could be turned a bit blustery at points, paired up with some of these areas of some widely scattered rain showers. Now, as we're with some of these scattered rain showers here as we roll into our Thursday, one thing we can note is a lot of the highest reflectivity holds here just off to our west. It even pulls off towards our west as there is a little weak, again, high pressure system that wants to feed in here and even break up some of that cloud cover and allow for some sunshine into that Friday forecast. So that's our next forecast detail that needs to continue to be fine-tuned, dependent on the rich moisture departure, the wave of moisture that still though wants to stay well intact for the Gulf communities, which is going to keep much of our regions running from homeward through the Prince William Sound with more of those gray skies, steady showers throughout the weekend forecast, where we note most of our inland spots even stretching from Kenai there through much of the valley. We only note a few hundredths of an inch trying to break in over those mountain ranges with a few sprinkles here and there. 19 hours and 19 minutes of daylight here for our Thursday. Again, Thursday here, going to stay more confident with battling some of these grayer sky conditions, scattered rain showers, and still sometimes of those winds. As we head into our Friday forecast, this is where we may need to keep an eye on some of our valley spots being a little warmer and drier, depending on that high pressure system moving its way in. But we will still note that we are going to stay unsettled and note that there is going to be the potential uptick of some more of those steadier rain showers, especially as we look closer to that Sunday, Monday outlook.